people. Shout out to y'all. Shout out to anybody that's been staying focused, getting those gains, up in their protein, up in their fiber sources, up in their healthy fat sources. Shout out to y'all because y'all deserve it. How y'all day been? How y'all Monday been? I'm in Detroit, Michigan. I'm in the U.S., y'all. So it's Monday here, Monday evening, 6 p.m. How y'all been? Y'all been staying focused? Everybody locked and loaded? Even when I ain't on here, y'all should be researching other stuff to help y'all better y'all health. As far as y'all getting closer and closer to y'all goal. Like you got to make sure you locked and loaded. Like only way you know if you locked and loaded, look at what you around. Look at what you eat. Look what the scales say. Look at what you see when you look in the mirror. I mean, that's the stuff to let us know if we locked and loaded or not, y'all. Raphael, what up, though? Raphael, it's a beautiful Monday. It's a beautiful Monday out here. And the thing about it is, like, because you in the Midwest too, Raphael, so we got the 4 seasons, the spring, the summer, the fall, the winter. The thing about it is, it's so much more energy in the Midwest once the summer, the good weather start kicking in. But like I tell people, like, yeah, but even when the weather is bad, you got to be locked and loaded enough to where you still able to keep your energy high. How do you do that? You do that by going to work, knowing that you're paying off some debt. You do that by going to the gym, even though it's cold outside and you don't want to. You do that by going and picking up your nutrition stuff from the market, even if you don't feel like it, because all this stuff is going to send off like dopamines in your body. You're going to feel good about it, whether the sun is out, whether it's 80 degrees, whether it's 20 degrees. Like, this is what get me through, like, when the energy don't be high. Everybody love when the sun is out, but nobody is rooting for when it's cold out. You got to be locked and loaded regardless. Of course, when the sun is out, I'm even more energized. I'm even more energetic because I can move casually without, wondering how cold it is and stuff like that. But we got to stay locked and loaded, y'all. Raphael, it is beautiful outside. Yeah, it's beautiful outside, Raphael. And the thing about it, a month ago it was beautiful out. 2 months ago it was beautiful out. Not this type of beautiful, but beautiful enough because my goals led me to believe that. Otherwise, we'd never come out the house. We got to eventually step out the house outside of work. Like, just imagine going to work and then just coming home the whole winter. No gym, no business to take care of. You don't even have to go get a money order. Your food coming to you. You don't even have the pleasure of going picking out your own nutrition. Like, yeah. So even when the weather is cold out, y'all, like, we still got to have our energy high up based on what we got going on in our life. I mean, just the fact of knowing I'm accomplishing goals during the whole cold season is enough for me to be focused, y'all. Yep. Let me see. You got to stay locked and loaded for all 4 seasons. No excuses whatsoever. Yeah, that's how it's going to be. Otherwise, you allowing the weather to change your mood 100%. The weather is going to have an effect on our moods. We already know that. But to go from day to night, as far as mood, nah. I don't want it to do that because I can't do it anyway because my goals is going to override that. My goals is going to override the weather even trying to have that much power over my mood. I got to get out and make it happen. So even when it's cold out and I got to bundle up and the windshields is higher than usual, I don't even focus in on it too much because whatever I'm out doing, I feel I have to do. So to complain about it or to acknowledge the fact that it's freezing out and to keep saying it, knowing that I can't do nothing about it, knowing that I got to be out here in it for a reason, I just do it. And if I am complaining, I'm saying that while I'm taking care of business out here. I'm saying that while I'm paying down debt. I'm saying that while I'm saving for a house. I'm saying that while I'm saving for a trip, while I'm buying my kids school clothes or putting food on the table. Like, yeah. But Raphael, everything been good with you, brother? We locked and loaded, y'all. We not locked and loaded because it's a whole nother year. We locked and loaded because it happens to be a whole nother year, and we locked and loaded a whole nother year. That's all. So when we say 2026, we just saying that to say 2024 was a good year. 2025 was a great year. 2026 is one of the best years. That's the only reason why we bringing it up. People mention a year and New Year's resolution and stuff like that and don't even stick to it. That's the thing about it, y'all. Like, we locked and loaded. New Year's resolution, that's every day. Resolution is every day. However, because tomorrow ain't promised. Why wait till next year or January 1st to achieve a goal when you can start today? Yeah, everything been good with me, Weezy. Yeah, that's what's up, man. That's what's up, Raphael. We locked it in. I'm about to do my weigh-in, Raphael, this week. I'm about to do it this week, towards the end. But the gains is definitely there, Raphael. You see what's on the camera. You can see it all in my face. The gains is there. So, the gains is definitely there. I don't know how far I'm going to go with the bulk, and I'm going to just go off of, how it looked, and then I'm going to go into a cut. Got to go into the cut. Yep, got to go into the cut. But the whole point of bulking is so that we put on this extra fat, healthy fat, and then when it's time for us to cut, we not coming back down to the same weight that we was at. Because don't forget, we putting on more muscle. So once we do the cut, we gonna be left with more muscle, meaning we gonna be heavier and bigger than we was. So if a person is 150 and they bulk, why would they want to go back to 150? Like, more than likely they gonna be at maybe 158, maybe 160, somewhere up in there. They picked up 5, 10 pounds, 12 pounds of muscle or whatever. Depending on how long they go with it. Yep, that's the whole point. So when you do your cut, you bigger than where you was. You ain't got to be way bigger, but you definitely want it to be noticeable that you bigger. New Year's resolutions like science fiction. The shit ain't real because it doesn't happen. Yeah, it's people that was mentioning New Year's resolution, Raphael, and here it is. We only into the first quarter of the year, and they ain't done none of that shit, man. None of it. Like, why even mention it? It's a waste of time, like, mentioning that stuff. You should have just kept your mouth closed and then renege yourself. That way, at least ain't nobody know about it. Like, to tell people, hey, I'm going to stop drinking. I'm going to stop being around people. I'm going to stop dealing with fake people. I'm going to stop doing this. I'm going to stop doing that. Yeah, but if you don't do it, now the people you're around, they just going to be labeling you as the person who always say this and say that, but you never do it. Well, he always say that shit. He don't never do that. I knew he was going to do that. I knew she was going to do that. That's all they going to be saying about it. The people that we around like that is going to be looking down on us. People like that, you can't even take their word. You can't even trust their word, y'all. You can't even trust their word. Like, they'll say some of everything, and it sound good in the moment. They'll never do it. They'll never do it. Raphael, how those gains coming? How those gains coming, man? You done lost some weight. You done got your stomach, your abs showing more. You done picked up a few grams of protein daily. Like, what's going on? What's your thing like right now that you got going on? And I tell people all the time, y'all, like, we just got to be consistent. Like, I tell people, like, if you want gains, the best thing a person can do is eat the same shit. It don't have to be the same one meal, but I'm just saying, like, it might be 3, maybe 4 meals. I'm just saying, just keep running it back, because you already know what the macros is. Then you got to figure it out. You don't even have to figure it out. It's already, once you figure it out the first time you measure everything and weigh it up or whatever, just keep running it back. And that's for gains or weight loss, y'all. It's the easiest way to get gains. Otherwise, you guessing. And that'll work still, but that'll work for somebody who just kind of, they ain't got a number, but they just know that they dropping weight or they want to pick up, and whatever happened. But if you wanted to go at a nice consistent pace, you got to know what the numbers is, and then just go in for the kill every single day. If a person can stick to eating the same stuff, like just say 3 meals, eat them same 3 for whatever amount of months, gains, y'all. Gains. People ain't getting the gains because of the nutrition is off. Gains coming good. I'm losing more weight in my stomach and obliques. Yeah, Raphael, as long as if you doing an intermittent fast, that's speeding up everything. That's gonna speed up everything. That's gonna speed up every single thing. That's gonna correct whatever is going on in your system and everything. Your metabolism gonna be better. Your digestive system gonna be able to break down and process stuff quicker. Like that intermittent fasting is the coldest thing ever. People on pre-diabetic and on meds and high cholesterol, intermittent fast. I actually just ate my second meal, Raphael. I just ate my second meal. Let me see what we got going on. Bloom, I'll just say the last part. Sharma. I started losing weight in December, and now I lost around 50 pounds, and now everyone's seeing me and just gas me, and I used to eat the same 3. There you go right there. Because you already know the measurements. Once you measure it once, why would you have to keep measuring? You pretty much already scaled the calories out, the protein out. You pretty much scaled the carbs out in it. Like, keep running it back. If a person can stick to, I say about 3 meals, and they the same, they similar, I'm telling y'all, like, you run it back. You can have 2 of the same meals and just change the fruit up. You can have 2 of the same meals and change the carb source up. You can have 2 of the same meals and just change the meat source up. As long as it's about the same, you in there. That's the simplest, easiest way for anybody to come up. They want to lose weight, make sure you focus in on meat source and vegetables. And then you're going to have a citrus fruit on the side, or some type of berry, which is low glycemic. You can't fucking go wrong, y'all. Anybody that's trying to lose, you can't go wrong. And you can still do a carb source. You just want to do a carb source at the busy part of your day for that extra fuel. Once nighttime come, pull back from the, not the carbs itself, but the starchy carbs. So you can still have, because the vegetable is going to be a carb, but they're not going to be a starchy carb. You can still have the carbs every day, but I always tell people, do it at the busy point of your day, because it's going to work for you. It's going to work for you. Because the starchy carbs is going to be a greater spike than the other stuff you're going to be eating, like the meat and the non-starchy vegetables. So when you do the starchy, which is, I always recommend, my thing is sweet potatoes, because it's the lowest on the glycemic. Rice is cool too. You just got to know what you're doing. Rice is good if you're busy and active, so it'll work for you. That sugar going to restore the glycogen back in your system. Plus, it's going to give you the fuel if you're doing it midday. You can do it at night. You just got to make sure it's mapped in with your, if you're in a caloric deficit. That's all. But that's a hell of a, that's hell of a gains right there. If a person can just stick to like 3 meals and they run them numbers, they in there. Only thing they got to do is move their body. I lost around 50 pounds, and now everyone's seeing me and just gasping. And I used to eat same 3 meals whole time and no junk food, and it was hard, but I love it now. Yeah, that's because you used to it. You're used to it. Once you get to get used to doing something over and over again, you start to adapt to it. Most of the time, it's hard when you first doing it, because you go through the the withdrawal process of added sugars, all the ranch dressing and all this other stuff, and you go through all that stuff. But once your system start getting into fat burn mode, cravings go out the door. That's why it's good to focus in on whole foods and stay away from the added sugars and the ultra processed stuff. Once you enter fat burn mode, cravings leave. As long as you not in fat burn mode, them cravings gonna be there strong, y'all. My system didn't change, y'all. Like, once I came back from my trip, I ain't even been eating cheat days. I had 2 cheat days since I've been back, and that was the end of January. So now I'm kind of like whenever for a cheat day, like maybe once a month now. It just came out the blue, y'all. It just came out the blue. Y'all know I was doing a cheat meal once every week, which was pretty good. Let me see one thing. Let me see what I missed. What's that? Sharma. Yeah, and second thing is consistency. Yeah, consistency go hand in hand. That's pretty much what I'm saying. Like the nutrition, the gym, all of that's consistent if you can just keep your meals simplified. Otherwise, you're gonna have to guess your numbers, and you probably just gonna be knowing it's coming close to it, which is still work. Consistent. Even in my exams, I did my workout and didn't do stress eating or anything. That's what's up, man. It's a hell of a story too. One thing I found out is everything has sugar in it. There's nothing left without sugar. Yeah, pretty much. Like even the carbs is sugar. Like, yeah, I mean even the starchy carbs is sugar. So yeah, you're right. Yeah, it's just all about knowing how to use it. Yeah. Raphael, that stress eating is a nightmare. Yeah, and a lot of people like in that nightmare right now, Raphael, and they never waking up from it. Like every day is a nightmare. The thing about it is they don't even know it's a nightmare, Raphael. Shout out to y'all in the chat too, man. Raphael, Sharma, hit the like button too. That way we can push this through the algorithm, y'all. That way other people can come holler at us and see what we talking about over here. We talk about life experience in general, the gym, protein, abs, fat loss, building muscle. Like all this revolve around health. Health starts with the mind. If the mind ain't healthy, the body can't follow. The body only follows what's already going on with the mind. A clean mind, clean body. A person has a dirty mind is not thinking about going to the fucking gym or eating healthy meals. They down on life. Everything is bad to them. Even a few drops of rain ruins their day. Like, what type of shit is that? Like, a few sprinkles? It's people around the world who got bigger problems with that. Bigger problems than that. And you complaining about a few sprinkles of fucking rain? Get a life. But yeah, y'all, we locked and loaded. It's a lot of stuff that's changed with me, like mentally. Like, y'all probably already kind of see some stuff. Like, stuff changed, y'all. Like, I'm locked in because it's stuff that I'm pushing forward. And so when I came back from my trip, stuff went up times 2 or 3, y'all. Stuff, the whole whatever I'm on, it went up times 3, not times 2. It's up times 3. Like, it's on my mind 24/7 from the time I wake up to the time I go to sleep. You talking about lock and loaded? Hey, Raphael, let me ask you something. I posted a short. Did you see that nutrition short, Raphael? I don't even post shorts no more, but I'm going to explain why after you answer that question, Raphael. Let me see, Sharma. It is a nightmare. You know what I did for that whenever I used to get the feel like just start my workout and head outside, started skipping rope, no more cravings. Well, it's easier now. Yeah, look, if you in fat burn mode, that means your nutrition is right. That means your insulin levels is not spiking up there like that. That means that you focusing more on whole foods like that. That means your body is processing stuff quicker. It's repairing itself, which is what it's designed to do. When you in fat burn mode, which I'm in, pretty much, I ain't gonna say 24/7, but I say about 24/7 close to it. Cravings go out the door because the stuff you eating is so filling. The protein, that's why it's good to have the nutrients in the food, because the protein, the fiber, the healthy fat, all that stuff is gonna have you so satiated, you're not gonna even be thinking about the extras. Actually, I'm glad I just thought about something, because I knew it was something that I forgot to eat before I jumped on here. Because like I was just telling you, Ralphie, I just ate before I got on here. Let me make sure this phone is all right. Charged. I got 20%. I'm good. But see the processed food, the empty foods, y'all, it don't have calories on there like that. So major dates, y'all know what time it is. I meant to eat these before I jumped on live, but it's cool. I'm gonna eat 3 of them. I'm bulking. So even if I wasn't bulking, I usually eat 3 of these. But like it's the best thing ever. This fruit, but it tastes like candy. Like this keep me away from anything, a Snickers or a Butterfinger, Kit Kat bar, ice cream. Like I would still eat some of that stuff, but usually it's like when I'm on a trip or something. It's got to really count, y'all. That's what I'm saying. But these right here, the major dates, can't be it. Damn, you ain't see it, Raphael. So look, Raphael, the fucking short got almost 30,000 views. I gained 100 and something subscribers off that video. It's a nutrition video. When you get a chance, Raphael, just go to my my page and go to shorts. You will see it. That's why I say YouTube something else, y'all. Like the way they do stuff, even big channels, you can have a million followers, you can have 200,000. Like they say the same thing, so it ain't just me. But they something else. Like, how is it that y'all ain't pushed this to my people? A lot of those people is new. But the shorts got 30, almost 30, I think it's at 28, 29. Almost 30,000 views. So that's what you consider viral, especially considering the most my shorts ever got was 10,000. I think it was for the push-up challenge. But on average, when I was doing shorts, it was 500 views, 1,200, maybe 3,000. This got almost 30,000. I gained the biggest amount of subscribers off that video. But I don't do shorts because I'm focused more on long form content. So you either gonna have long form or short form. The people for short form don't really want to watch the long form. The people for long form don't really want to watch the short form because they like the long form. So that video caused my next long video that I posted to not really hit the algorithm and get pushed like that. So that's why I don't do it, because whichever one is banging, the other one ain't. So if my long form is banging, if I post a short, it ain't gonna get that many views. But if my long form is not really banging like that, that short gonna go crazy. And I think I had a few long forms that wasn't getting the views like that, so that short went crazy, y'all. Well, actually, I'm outside. I'm about to put the seed in this little cup I got here. I'm outside, so I just put that seed outside. Grab y'all some major dates. I'm telling y'all, like, these things is the best. Well, yeah, you gotta check that video out, Raphael. When I checked it last, it was like 28, and that was today or yesterday. Yep, I got 120 subscribers off the video, I think, something like that. Yep, and that same video, it went somewhat viral on the TikTok and Instagram. And then I had a viral video on TikTok. And there's people still commenting, saving as favorites, and following. It just slows down, but I'm just saying, like, it's people still, like, here and there, like, following. Yep. Yeah, Sharma it's called, yeah, Major dates. It's because they got different ones. Some of them are smaller, whatever. The Major is the bigger ones like this. Medooj. So the D is like silent or whatever. So it's Major dates. I mean, yeah, Medjool. So the D ain't silent. Actually, the D is silent because it's Major. Yep. So it's Med, but the D is kind of silent because it's pronounced Major without really saying the D. Let me see. Yeah, that video went crazy. Raphael. So I gained actually like 120 followers off that video, Raphael. But it got like, I don't know, 30,000 views or whatever. I gained about 120 followers, which is a nice amount. That's a huge amount. Yep. Let me see. What's going on, Lucas Shell? Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live. Welcome to the live, Lucas Shell. Shout out your city, state, of country. You got any fitness questions, Lucas Shell? Let me see, Sharma. Hey, Raphael, what's your physique like? Oh, he asked you a question, Raphael. Let me see. Oh, my physique is athletic, Sharma. Lucas Sharma. Oh, okay, cool. Sir, can I have your name? Yeah, everybody call me D Weezy, Sharma. D Weezy. DWEEZY. It's in my it's on my page. D Weezy. Yep. Yeah, that's it. D Weezy. Yep. That's it. Where you from? Shout out your city, state, of country. Sharma. Is that how you pronounce it? Sharma. My hobbies. Hobbies. Well, I do study other cultures and language. That's my big, India. Shout out to India. I do study other cultures and languages. I travel around the world, so I do a lot. I'm serious about that. So yeah, okay. So what's your other hobbies? Yeah, right now I wouldn't say I got other hobbies, but what I will say, all of the stuff that I got going on that I would call a hobby is a lot of self-help type stuff. That's like my pleasure. That's like my, you know how somebody might have a hobby to where they golf on the side, or somebody might do some knitting hats or whatever. Like my hobbies is other cultures, studying different languages, and a lot of self-help stuff. So I can't really single out nothing in particular. And a lot of stuff that I would get to actually physically out here, I didn't pull back from because I'm focused in on something that's so big, y'all. I gotta lock and load. I'm already locked and loaded, but I'm just saying I meant to say I gotta stay locked and loaded because the goal is that big, y'all. The goal is that big. Like the average person, they wouldn't be able to do it. So, I got the weight of the world on my back from the time I wake up to the time I go to sleep, but in a good way. Because it's making my feet move more. It's making my mind think more. It's making me be active more. Shout out to India. Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button so we can push it through the algorithm. Buka Shaman. Yeah, that's how you pronounce it. Yep. Oh, that's how you pronounce it? Sharma. Okay. I like literature and history too. Yeah. If a person don't like literature or history, They don't even know where they come from. Like, even if they say they don't like it, or they not a big fan of it, or they not into it, yeah, but that's how you get here. We speak a certain way, we act a certain way, we think a certain way, and it's all related to history, whether the history was good or badly connected to it. But it's still history, and it's only one type of history. People say it's black history, it's world history, it's only one type of history, and we looking at it as soon as we look in the mirror. So we don't even have to break it down and none of that type stuff. Like, it's only one type of history. This world got here one way. This world got to this point one way. So that's what's wrong with, like, when people get to talking deep about politics and history and stuff like that. I'm like, I mean, technically nobody really knows what happened when you think about it, because none of us was here. Our grandmas and grandparents, great grandparents, they only know certain, they know enough, but still a lot of stuff is missing out of their stories. Like, so the only thing we really know is what the books taught us, what somebody said, and what they doing on TV, and what they showing that's going on around the world on TV. So it's a lot of propaganda and stuff like that. That's why I say it's only one history, no matter how a person try to sum it up, like, one history. Yeah. I love India and Russian philosophy. Straight up say you love Indian and Russian philosophy. I don't know too much about Russian philosophy, but that would be something good to just hear about, just to be around it. That's why I like being around different people, y'all, so I can grow and learn. I don't shut nothing down. It would have to be something real crazy / stupid in order for me to shut it down. Other than that, I'm open to it. That's how I get to the level I'm at as far as mentality wise. I'm not in a box. I actually have a lot of hobbies. What's your hobbies? Name 2 of your hobbies, Sharma. I can speak Hindu, Pajimbi, English, French, Korean, Japanese, Russian, Dutch, and a little bit of... That's mind-blowing. I've ran across some people in other countries that spoke 7, 8 languages. I ran across a 14-year-old guy when I was in Dominican Republic. He was a cool guy. He was just trying to hustle and clean some shoes. I let him clean my shoes. He was Haitian also. And the Haitians over in Dominican Republic, you know, they share the same island, Haiti and Dominican Republic. It's like a river that pretty much divided, but they share the same island. So Haitians, it's a lot of Haitians over there in Dominican Republic, because the lifestyle that they can get in Dominican Republic is way better. I mean, they shooting at the bread men in Haiti, not in the capital, but it's in it's another part or whatever. And somebody from there was telling me this. So despite what they showing on TV, the videos and the craziness, they said it's not going on in the capital, if I'm not mistaken. But people would think the whole Haiti is like that, but it ain't. But anyway, this guy was 14 years old. He was just trying to make a few dollars. I let him shine my shoes. I'm just kicking it with him. He spoke 7, 8 language, fluent, 14. Insane, 14 years old. And he was just out just trying to make a few dollars, and he just, wow, that's amazing. Also, Urdu, I can't even keep track of it now. I have some hobbies myself, like recording basketball games, shoe collecting, and playing sports. Yeah, those some good hobbies. Yep. Yeah, y'all. So I just be focused, y'all. I forgot I only ate one of these dates. I'm just trying to go ahead and eat this, because I already ate earlier, but this still my window, and these the dates, so it's low glycemic. So these my other 2, and then I'm done eating for the rest of the day, y'all. I just feel so good when I jump on my YouTube lives, y'all. Like, I started going live on TikTok. I pretty much go live on there. I try to go every day, but sometimes it be a hit and miss. But the days I don't go live is days I'm dropping some other content. So they pretty much see me like 6, 7 days out the week over there. It's just that, you know, I just push some different type of content over there. But Yeah, yeah. But I just love jumping on here because it's accountability. Y'all got to think, if y'all ain't see me on here, or if I wasn't posting workout videos, what am I doing? If I just kept saying, well, you know, I've been working out, but y'all ain't been seeing the content, y'all ain't been seeing me get on live, no. Yep. My thing with YouTube, I usually post like 2 videos a week, and I go on live twice a week. So that's 4 days. And then in the community tab, those other days, at least 2 out of the 3 days, I put something motivational or, you know, tell y'all something over there. So y'all getting my energy pretty much 5 or 6 days out the week. Yeah. It wouldn't be right to go on live every day. It definitely ain't about to be dropping a video every day. So that's about right. 3 videos a week would be pushing it because you got to edit and then other stuff going on in life. But 2 videos is smooth. And y'all know these weeks go by quick. So for y'all know it, y'all only got 2 more videos and then 2 more videos and then 2 more videos. Sharma. Okay, I have this biology exam this morning. And I'm very happy after talking to you, Raphael, too. Now I will study, then workout, then my exam. Wish me luck. Hey, I appreciate you jumping on the live, Sharma. Stay tuned for more. Go ahead and subscribe to the channel. And then anytime you see this notification come up, you can hop on a live, because you ain't gonna do nothing but get more energy by hopping on this live. And then you can watch some of my workout videos too. But go ahead and subscribe to the channel. I wish you the best on your exam. I'm glad you came to give us some of your positive energy also. I'll see you. But yeah, y'all, that's what I'm talking about, positive energy. But yeah, Ralph, yeah, these dates, man. I done put so many people up on these dates. Ridiculous. Yup. But yeah. But Raphael, you done finished eating for the day? Let me grab this water right quick. You finished eating for the day, Raphael? Fresh water. Just grabbed it earlier. So you done eating for the day, Raphael? Or are you about to kill your last meal? Man. I never say this enough. I just don't understand how people can't drink water. There's people out here, Raphael, that just can't drink water, man. It's got to have some sugar. It's got to have some color to it. Like, I get reminded of how powerful water is every time I drink it, especially after you just ate something. Just say if it got sodium or it's dry or something sweet like a date or something like that. That don't do nothing to make you drink more water. And the water always balances it out. I can't imagine eating whatever I'm eating and then I'm chasing it down with this big ass cup of juice or pop. Like, them was the days, but these ain't the days. Them was the days, but these ain't the days. Yeah, I'm finished for the day. I still like how you hold up the bottle of water on your videos. Yeah, man, that's got to, because people be forgetting, like, look, the water, just, you need the water. The water should be going on throughout the day. They say get a gallon in, but really all that's subjective, because it depends on what you eating. If you eating something that's high in water content, you don't need a gallon, because trust me, even if you wasn't drinking water that day and you eating something that's mainly water, whether it's a fruit or vegetable, you're gonna be going to the bathroom. You be asking yourself, damn, why I'm pissing so much? Because whatever you was eating had a high water content. It might have been some spinach, might have been some watermelon, it might have been a juicy apple. Like something had a high water content for you to be going to that damn bathroom. So if you eating a nice amount of whatever for that day that has a high water content, you might only do a half a gallon of water, if that. If that. Yep. If that. Yeah, this is a beautiful day out here, though. This is a beautiful day out here. Even with the sun on me, because it didn't move forward. Even with the sun on me, it's not even hot because it's yeah, what time is it? Well, it's pretty much 7 o'clock, so it's not even hot. Maybe if it was, because when I first pulled right here, it was hot, because the sun wasn't on me, so my face was kind of like this with the sun. Now it's more like this, but it's not even hot because the day is pretty much ending. So I just feel about half the heat that the sun is putting out. Yep. Let me see, Raphael, like my friend who drinks pop during. Hey, Raphael, you know one of the dudes that I be around on the regular, right? I ain't know what the hell that was up there. These damn kids, I'm right here by this park, Raphael. These kids is up on the fence part. It's like brick pillars, and then it's the metal black fence in between each pillar going around the whole park, right? And I just happen to look up. The kids is sitting up on, so you really have to run and jump up there. So they didn't probably climbed on the fence somehow and then got up there. But I saw something moving. I just happened to go like this. And it's theirs. And the only way they can get down, they gotta jump. These kids are like they about, I don't know, 12. Nah, 10. They're probably about 10 years old. But they ain't bothering nobody, so it's all good. But anyway, damn, what I was about to say. Oh yeah, so you was talking about like my friend who drinks pop during workout. That's funny. Look, you just reminded me that it's this dude that I'm around on a regular. He told me, he said, yeah, man, your boy D, that dude out, it's mine, man. I say, who you talking about? He say, you know, my man who bring his son up here, right? I say, oh, I know exactly who you talking about, right? He say, man, that dude come in with McDonald's in the gym with a tall pop or whatever. I'm like, need I remind you, Raphael, this dude is the same dude that had a fucking stroke. I'm telling you, I already know what it is. He done gave up on life. And you want to hear something bad, Raphael? His girl left him. So he had a stroke, what caused the stroke was his eating habits. He said it. It took him a minute to come, you know, to be around me in an environment that I'm in, which he usually come in with his son. He usually come in with his son, right? He just send his son in. And I just got distracted a little bit because somebody blowing. Somebody somewhere. It's a strong, I got a strong whiff of it. Smell pretty good even though I don't do it no more, but somebody doing something. But anyway, this dude come in. He say, yeah, your boy, he come in with the McDonald's, with the pop and the... And he said the dude was like, man, I gotta have it. Raphael, he gave up on life, bro. Girl laughing. He done bounced back pretty decent when it came to the stroke, as far as the stroke thing, but you know, he still got stuff going on. And I'm like, damn. You done pretty much gave up. You gotta think, Raphael, if the stroke don't change you, nothing will. If the stroke didn't change you, I can't imagine having a stroke, man. I don't even want to think about this. Stroke, heart attack. I'm so used to being in this state, like, damn, if the fucking stroke don't change you, you got to think. His insulin levels is high. Cholesterol high. And by him eating all this processed and ultra-processed stuff, it's making his stroke symptoms that he still have worse. Gave up on life, bro. And this dude about the same age as me. I'm 47. He 40-something. Yeah, he pretty much the same age, 40-something. I'm like, damn. When you doing it like that, you gave up in life. Because that health situation, the stroke, was supposed to change that man's life. It didn't. Yeah, and since he ain't taking that shit serious, Raphael, nobody else will. That's me. Oh, so Fit G, that's you? So Fit G, you do the fast food and going to the gym or what? He's not taking life serious, so people aren't going to take him serious in the gym. That's a fact, yeah. Yep. Mind Fit G, stroke don't change people. He has to change with a decision. Yeah, he got to. Jack, what's going on, Jack? No, I kind of remember, cause sometimes when I be on here, since I started doing TikTok lives, sometimes I be getting like people mixed up. Not all the time, but sometimes. Jack. Oh, I think I remember. Jack, you the one with the hell of a nutrition thing. Cause I said something about is that why they call you Jack? I think I know. Is that you, Jack? The one with you was talking about how you was naming your nutrition, what all you do for your nutrition? Oh, what's up with you, Jack? Yeah, I remember you. I got a pretty good memory, y'all, for the most part. That's why we got to make sure we practicing proper nutrition, because all that is linked to nutrients, vitamin D deficiency, and lack of zinc and iron and all that type stuff, right? So if we eating properly, or at least eating good enough, we can avoid most of that stuff. And if we can't avoid it forever, we can prolong a lot of this stuff for a longer time period. I ain't trying to experience nothing sooner than I need to experience it, especially if it's badly related to my health. Nah. Nah, my name is Jack, is actually Jack too. Oh, so I've been working on. So Jack, you ain't the same Jack, the guy who had the hell of a nutrition thing going. He was talking about what all he was eating. So that ain't you, but your name just happened to be a Jack, but you a different Jack, huh? I've been working on my pull-ups. Pull-ups is a game changer. It'll change your whole upper body. It'll change your whole upper body. If it was one movement that I had to do for upper body and I couldn't do nothing else, it'd be pull-ups. It'll be that over push-ups, anything, because with the push-ups, you're going to be good. But with the pull-ups, you're going to be great. Oh, pull-ups and handstand. Shout out to you, Jack. So this your first time over here, Jack, on the live? Hit the like button, y'all. Hit the like button so we can push this through the algorithm. The algorithm needs to see what we got over here. The algorithm needs to see what we talking about. The algorithm needs to send people that's like-minded to us so we can build a stronger community, y'all. Hit the like button. Yeah, bro, that was me. Oh, yeah, so that was you. Okay, yeah, I knew, because I remember as soon as I said Jack, I'm like, hold on. I remember making a joke or something like, maybe that's why they call you Jack. You were saying your body weight and how much you weigh, six-pack. I remember. Yeah. Yeah, them pull-ups. Hey, Raphael, the reason why my back look like how it look is from pull-ups. That's from pull-ups. Hey, Raphael, you got to think, like, when I was younger, I used to watch those gymnasts and swinging on those little hoop rings and all that. Look how they backs are. Look how they triceps are. They got the best set of triceps and backs, y'all. Biceps, too. They got the best build overall. Like, the muscles that you need to stabilize the moves that they doing, they biceps be so big and cut, they back be so big and cut, they quads be so big and cut, they triceps be like the coldest triceps. People that be swinging on those bars and running and flipping and all that stuff, builds is the best. Really don't even need weights. Weights just a whole nother level of just doing whatever you want to do, but doing pull-ups, them kind of aesthetics, whole nother level. Oh, I was just saying I'm not called Jack just because I'm Jack. Oh no, yeah. I feel you. Yeah. I was just saying that was a joke that I had said that made me remember you on one of the other lives. But yeah, so your name just happened to be Jack. Yeah, that's all good. That's the name your mother gave you, huh? Shout out to your mother, man. Mind Fit G, Muscle Ups, Ear Now. Yeah. Yep. Y'all ever see them guys in New York? Well, it's pretty much a lot of places now. But I first really started seeing them bartender guys in New York swinging on them bars and doing all them muscle up, and they do the park workouts. Doing all the dips a certain way with their body, their legs extended out like a flag and all that type stuff. I'm telling y'all notice the people that's heavy into kind of aesthetics, those builds be totally different, y'all. I'm telling y'all, like, that's because the stabilizing muscles that's used to do those movements, it's just different. A pull down machine is the best thing that you can do outside of a pull up, because that's what it is. It's a machine. But that machine will never be able to touch that actually pull up bar. That pull up bar is a beast, y'all. Jack, I've been doing pull-ups for about 2 months. I struggle to do 5 now. I train them 4 times a week. Man, and I do 60 pull-ups, 60 chin-ups when I'm... Yeah, shout out to you. Raphael, yep, that's a great inspiration, gymnast. Yeah, they builds is insane. None of them have stomachs. Y'all notice that? None of they asses have stomachs. So all you see is all muscle. Women, they tone, they strong, yeah. Oh, 60 pull-ups, 60 chin-ups. When I'm fatigued, use a band. Yeah, that's what's up. Jack, I also got some Pilates today, so I can work on my dips. Pilates, so I can work. They are key. Mind Fit G. I started my muscle ups with bands, all technique, no strength. Just gotta understand the body movement. Yeah, whatever it takes for you to get to the next level. All the stuff in the gym, all the workout equipment, resistance bands, all that stuff is for a reason, y'all. We gotta utilize it. Yep. Definitely gotta utilize it, y'all. Oh yeah, the double bar. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah, I caught it once I read it or whatever. Yeah, shout out to you though. Shout out to the whole chat, y'all. Y'all really up in here right now. Shout out to y'all. This is what I call accountability, staying focused, staying disciplined, staying locked and loaded on what we locked and loaded on, y'all, and not making no excuses for none of this shit. We got to make sure we staying doing what we doing, 24/7. The way we wake up is the way we go to sleep. The way we go to sleep is the way we wake up, y'all. If you go to sleep focused and positive, you're going to wake up focused and positive. If you wake up mean and unfocused, and if you don't make those adjustments, you're going to go to sleep the same way, y'all. But most people who think positive, wake up positive, and go to sleep positive. Jack, 100%, it confuses some people how dedicated you can be too. It confused the shit out their ass. That's because they don't get it. They just like, it's kind of like they like, oh, so he just go work out. Oh yeah, he work out. It's kind of like wind blowing. It just happens. It's just something that's just happening. They ain't thinking nothing of it until the doctor say, well, you know what, Mr. So-and-so, we got to put you on blood pressure pills. We got to put you on water pills. We got to give you this medicine because your insulin is not being produced by your body. So you got to take this shot. We got to start thinking about where we going to treat you for dialysis because you ain't been listening to us. That's what's going on. Somebody ain't got that news today. About they about to be a dialysis patient. I used to work at a dialysis center, y'all. Worst, the stuff that was going on, I wouldn't want to live like that. They pretty much got to come get their oil changed, which is their blood. I just say oil change. That's the best metaphor to me. They got to get their oil changed 2 to 3 times a week. Otherwise, they wouldn't survive out of it. The dirtier that oil, they out of here, y'all. They have to get their oil changed 2 to 3 days out the week. Otherwise, they out of here. A dialysis patient can't go 2 weeks without dialysis. They out of here. You got some, depending on if they partying or what they got going on out here, and they'll miss one of the sessions out the week as long as they getting, just say if they got 3 sessions, most of them come 3 days out the week. But the person would miss the third one if they can, but they got to watch what they eating and what they drinking to keep that blood dirty. See, our system naturally filter and we urinate it out. We urinate it out. Our kidneys, filter a lot of stuff. They system, nah. Everything is staying in. So that's why they got to go to dialysis to get that bad stuff out. Even the liquid stay in. It's only a few patients that I remember was even able to go to the bathroom because all they bladder not is stay in them. So you might see them one day with their face like this, and then the next time you see them, you be wondering like, damn, whatchamacallit usually come today for treatment? And then when you do see them, their face will be this big because water weight. So they'll say something like, the tech will say something like, ooh, you just swelled up. You got to come in. Come on, hurry up and get in the chair so we can get this water off of you. Yeah, it's crazy. Let me see. Where we at? See how people understand. I see how people look at me with envy and hate, love purely because of how well I take care of myself. It's sad, not to sound arrogant. Yeah, you definitely ain't arrogant. That's regular thinking from the average person who work out and practice proper nutrition. That's regular stuff. That's what we experience. Like, and the thing about it, like, that gotta show you how messed up the world is. Like, why would a person even look at a person that's on a high level like that? A person disciplined like that when it comes to nutrition and exercising, and then always got something bad to say or thinking it even if they're not saying it. That's how messed up the world is. Those type of people would rather be around people who got big stomachs, who talking about what TV show, who won the game last night, the Pistons or the Bulls or the whatever team, football game or whatever. They rather be around that because they don't have to look in the mirror. Soon as health come up, people run. And a running ain't necessarily physical. It's just you're gonna feel an energy shift because people act like people gonna be acting like they don't hear you talking. Yeah, I just worked out. I just went to the gym and so what you about to do? So you about to go to the gym? That's all they gonna say back to you. Oh, so you about to go to the gym? That's it. Ain't no. Yeah, I'm starting today. I'm about to. Or they'll say something like, I need to get in there. Yeah, you've been saying I need for fucking 5 years. Fucking 5 years. Raphael, you're not arrogant, Jack. You're confident in living a healthy lifestyle while others hate it because they don't have a clue of what it is to be healthy. Yeah, you're right, Raphael. Yeah. Yeah, Jack, that's regular thinking from us health people, man. Like you can feel it in the room. Like most rooms I'm in, y'all, outside of the gym, I'm probably the only person that's healthy. Whether I'm at the Secretary of State renewing a driver's license, whether I'm at the market, like I'm not saying I'm the only one, but pretty much, yeah. It's probably one other person in the room. Even if I'm in a room with 20 people, it might be one other person in there, if that. Ain't nobody working out, running, lifting, and doing resistance training and practicing healthy eating habits. Ain't nobody doing that shit. It's too much. It's boring. They'd rather talk about a TV show with gangsters in it is doing this and doing that, taking from the community, and and focus on that, than get in the gym and start meal prepping and stuff like that. They don't care. They don't care, y'all. Jack, thanks, Raphael. I appreciate it. People need accountability. They are their own barrier. Yeah, and I don't even. That's why I don't like closed-minded people who. I'm telling y'all that it's a lot of people being held back all because whatever they're around, it's in its own box. It's killing its own opportunities. You can't be a person that's outside the box and always taking care of business and exploring life and self-helping this and self-helping that with yourself and be around closed-minded people. It's no way. It's not gonna happen. It don't work. They gonna remind you of who you really are. Oh man, you can't do it. You from the hood. Come on, man. You know we don't do that around here. Yeah, okay. Yep. Person got one time for me to feel that. I'm out. I'm a peep before it even happened because I know how people are. You come around, people quick to offer you poison. Oh, roll up. Shoot, what you drinking on? What you drinking? They quick to offer you poison. But guess what? When your birthday come, they ain't gonna give you money. They rather give you that drink. They'll give you a Lucy, a cigarette quicker than they'll give you money to get on the bus to go check out a job. For the most part, it's gonna feel like you in your own world outside of whatever people that's into what you into, like a healthy lifestyle. Other than that, the average person don't care. They don't want to hear it. They don't want to see it. They don't care. I'm like, damn. I never was like that even before I got my nutrition the way it is now. I always worked out, y'all. I've been working out since I was 12 years old. It all started on the basketball court, losing, betting. When you lose, you got to do some push-ups. That was the thing. Like, if it wasn't cash back 10, 12 years old, you just drop down and start doing push-ups. I liked the feeling how tight my chest was. When I used to go to the parks, I used to hang on the pull-up bars. Actually, they got pull-up bars right here. I'm at a park. They got a high pull-up bar, and then they got a lower one for like a person that's a shorter height or whatever. And then they got the little, it's wooden with the little bar, like with a metal pipe, kind of like what you would see in a basement. So they up there strongly. And then they got some other little woods that's chopped at the bottom to where you can put your foot on each side when you first climbing up and then jump up and start doing it. And then once you come down, you can put your foot on the thing and then step down off of it like that. It's a nice park I'm at. People got they got dogs. They doing whatever with their dog. They be doing, they probably about to start back being up here. They be doing yoga at this park too. The weather just started breaking, so I'm sure that's gonna be coming like soon. Let me see. Are you active, Raphael, or looking for inspiration? Oh yes, I'm very active. Yeah, he active, Jack. Raphael is very active. Jack, Good man. My miss moaned at me tonight because I have too much fitness equipment, but I told her that she doesn't understand my journey. Yeah, they understand. People understand. It's just that when a person ain't focused off into whatever you focus off into, they just don't care to understand. They everybody different. Not saying that she not even into fitness, but you just got a greater passion for it, so which is cool. But I'm sure she has shoes all over the place. I mean, she'll feel the same way that you do about her shoes. Yep. Jack, the problem is people have been conditioned to be comfortable. That's the most dangerous thing you can be. Yeah, in life, in relationships, around other people, especially around people that you grew up with and you study changing your life for the better. Death trap. That shirt, that show, the first 48, y'all, where they be doing all the little, in the hood, taking people out away from the world. The first 48 show. Most of the people that's taking those people out on that show is people that they know. First 48. That used to be one of my favorite shows. As soon as it come on, they make that music. Doom. It make that little noise, that little intro music hum. It make that noise. I'm like, and then it go into the phone call from, I guess, the person who called it in, and so it'll make that noise. Doom. Help, help, help. Someone's been shot. Can you send the paramedics? I don't know. Well, then the person, the operator, well, is he breathing? No, I don't think he's alive. Like, yeah, that was one of my favorite shows. Yep. But yeah, let me see. The problem is people have most things. Yep. I agree 1,000,000%, Jack. Yeah. 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 All right, y'all. I'm about to get ready and get off here. I got like a few things I got to take care of. This is a very good live. I appreciate all the support. Appreciate y'all being on here. Make sure y'all hit that like button. Jack, I believe you already following the channel already. I believe you already subscribed. If not, subscribe to the channel. I definitely appreciate you being on here. Appreciate you, Raphael. You already know. I'll catch y'all on the next video. It's your boy D Weezy. We out.